British.
And then we have my page. Wait, okay, this is a good one. Bunny. Hello. I'm gonna remain anonymous for this.
Bunny.
Let's just say I used to work for MIT Media Labs. I did a lot of work on the MIT App Inventor, a platform that lets you design and code your own apps for iOS and Android. I also did a little work on Scratch. Nothing much to note of other than the mascot. And no, I'm not talking about Scratch. I'm talking about Bunny. Bunny was a Scratch mascot I designed. Bunny was using the very non-public alpha of Scratch. Everyone in the office loved Bunny, and I felt so good to finally have someone be proud of my work. Someone at the office loved Bunny so much, they made a plushie for her. I don't have the plushie anymore for reasons I'll share later, but it was a nice gesture. One day, I was walking to my bus stop when I saw a note that read, "This bus stop has been discontinued and is no longer in service." Well, shit, I thought to myself. I decided to call my sister, and she drove me to work that day. Everyone was happy to see me. I sat down at my desk and started to work. At approximately 10:23 a.m., I received an empty text from my sister. I shrugged it off as a mistake.
Huh?
Around an hour and a
Wait,
half
what?
later,
An
what?
empty text from his. An empty text?
From my sister. I shrugged it off as a mistake. About an hour and a half later, I received a call from my mom. She sounded very frantic and afraid. I still remember her voice. She was telling me that my sister hung herself at around 10:30 a.m. I immediately started crying and went to my boss to tell him about the situation. He gave me permission to take the rest of the day off.
Oh shit.
I had my mom come pick me up, and we went to my sister's place. We picked out what we wanted to keep and what we'd leave for the other family members. I took a few of her childhood plushies and GBA games. When I got home, I entered my room. Sorry, set everything down, and screamed to a pillow. When I take it a moment to calm down and look around me, I noticed my signed Owl City Ocean Eyes CD was missing from my shelf, and so was the Bunny plush.
Oh,
I
wait, what?
called my coworker, and it turns out I had left it on my desk. I had him run it to me, but there was still no sign of my CD. For the rest of the night, thinking about why my sister took her own life, I would soon learn why later. I didn't go to work for the next few weeks, but when I returned to the office, it seemed off-put. There was almost no sign of happiness in that building. Everyone was just sad. It was almost as if MIT Media Labs had turned into a regular office building, and not the happy place I usually saw it as. I opened up the Scratch
They
Alpha.
heard of it. They heard about it. They heard about it. They definitely heard about it.
Yeah, they definitely did. If you heard out that the sister of one of the best people at your whole
At your whole workplace
yeah,
died, you'd be grieving just as much as they are.
yes, exactly.
It makes sense for the whole office to be like that for a while.
I opened up the Scratch Alpha on my computer and built a goofy little animation with Bunny. Tried to show the coworkers the animation I made, but they didn't seem to care. It was as if it was almost as if my so-called 15 minutes of fame was over, and no one cared about me or Bunny anymore. That's not true. They're just grieving. They're just grieving. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. They're trying to process what happened.
I saved the project.
I mean,
Well,
you seemed to have gone through. You seemed to be trying to stay happy. You seem to be, while you're trying to be happy and cheer everyone up, you're still grieving just as much as they are.
yeah.
Or you've already gone through with the grief, but I doubt it because grief is a slow process. But they're grieving just as much. So just give them the time they need.
I saved the project before. I saved the project before Scratch used SB3 files or SB2 files or SB1 files. Get your stuff right.
No, it will be SB files.
Yes.
SB files.
Yeah. It used JSON
Or
files. There was now a
dot
file
scratch
called
file.
Bunny Animation JSON on my desktop. I decided to do more work on MIT App Inventor as a new version was ready to be tested in the office. Eventually, lunch break came around, but the office wasn't as happy as it normally would be at lunch break. It was still just sad. At lunch, I decided to use Scratch. It gave me a pop-up that said, "This software is corrupted. Please get a new build from your administrator." So I had my boss send me a new build of Scratch. When I opened it, Bunny was nowhere to be found. Instead, she was replaced by some stupid orange cat. Is she genuinely having beef with an orange cat? Like,
Okay. Hold on. I need to get my headphones back on. They fell off. Okay, my headphones fell off. This had to be in between the point where Scratch Cat was getting redesigned in like December 2006, because this had to have happened very quickly if this actually happened, which I doubt actually happened. But this would have had to happen very quickly in the development process. Bunny gets introduced after the original Scratch Cat gets replaced. Never seen in any builds that are leaked by the block coding archive, I mind you, because all of them either have the old Scratch Cat or the redesigned Scratch Cat. So it had to happen in some unfound build,
maybe they
some
just
unfound builds.
maybe they just wiped it off the face of the earth, and it's now lost media.
No. Listen. They entirely forgot about over 100 builds on Jay Maloney's website that is now down. Listen. It had to be a very short span of Bunny being in there, because Scratch Cat was designed within December 2006. She had to either she replaced Scratch Cat during this period of time, and Scratch Cat was already ready to replace her, which is more likely. Because when did Scratch 1.0 release? Let's check that.
And here we have a nerd in her natural habitat. Notice how she's like looking things up. Uh, uh. I was furious, but also sad that she was gone. Once I saw the orange cat, I closed Scratch in anger. When I looked at my desktop, next to the animation file was a new JSON called jealousy.json. I decided to use the file decorruptor to decorrupt the old build of Scratch, so to be 100% sure the new JSON would work. Sure enough, it worked and Bunny was restored. I loaded the jealousy JSON file. It was simple. When Space clicked start, sound next costume script, except Bunny looked angry. When I clicked space, it played a recording of my sister screaming that I never heard, along with the distorted image of her core. Whoa, okay, that was a little bit like
Oh wait,
that didn't
what?
have a lot of a
Huh?
build up. Basically, when she pressed space, she heard screaming, and then there was an image of her hanging. I guess I don't, I don't, yeah, whatever. I'm just ignoring
I'm
that.
starting to think she didn't commit suicide.
Upon seeing this, I screamed as loud as I could and threw my computer onto the floor. The plastic shell dented and a few keys fell off, but it survived for the most part. I told my boss about the incident and yelled at the whole department about the sick prank. I told him it was nothing of the sort. I told him it appeared after I saw the cat for the first time. He told me I was lying and Emmett to dial and should go home. So I walked home that day. When I got home, the bunny plush was nowhere to be found. I asked everyone about it, and they hadn't seen it. Eventually, I found it, but it looked all scratched up.
Did Bunny push his? Did Bunny push their sister to suicide?
Can you repeat that again, please?
Did Bunny push their sister to suicide?
Maybe she's just a little silly. Just a little silly Billy.
Wait a minute. I just realized
Maybe she's a
if
little
it's
kooky.
the sister screaming that no one's ever heard, and then it's images of the sister hanging, the sister made the project. The sister made the project.
What? We have a theory on our hands. We need Scratch Creepypasta theory starring Blue Cat and Caramel Cupcakes.
The sister. There's no one else who could have made the project. The bunny isn't alive. It must have been the sister or the person who pushed the sister to suicide.
It could have been rewritten to be like her suicide note, like maybe something. I can't even come up with a way to make it make more sense. Uh um let's keep
I
reading.
know damn well that was purely used for shock, but
But
there has to
it
be
could
an
be a
actual
lot worse. It could be a lot
feasible reason
worse.
for that.
It could be like so much worse. They could have pulled an urban spook.
Child,
They could have pulled an urban
child
spook.
porn. They
Yes.
could have pulled that. They could have pulled that.
But no, they
Yeah.
have self-restraint. They have self-restraint, and they're not weird.
Mm-hmm. What they did actually somewhat makes sense, but also somewhat doesn't. Because first of all, who recorded that audio,
I don't know.
and who took that picture?
Eventually, I decided to take a nap. When I woke up, I noticed that my house was that burnt down. That was when I realized I wasn't awake, but I was dreaming. See, you couldn't put that a lot better. Maybe you could have said, "Oh, I had a dream where my house burnt to the ground and I had to escape," and it could have been used as a representation for how our life is falling apart. But it's just worded weirdly.
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
What?
It's just weird. They did it weird.
Yeah, they did it weird.
It's
It's
obvious they aren't very experienced in this kind of stuff.
It's good, but it sucks. It's good, but it sucks.
It's good, but it has flaws.
In that dream, I climbed out of the bed and walked out of the wreckage. The entire neighborhood had disappeared. I was in a grayscale hell of a field where the ashes of my burnt house stood. I sat in the monochrome field and sobbed. Why is this happening to me? I thought. That's when I woke up for real. And when I checked my phone, I had a missed call from my sister and a voicemail as well. I didn't listen to the voicemail, but just trashed it. Is it like Bunny? I decided to block her number to stop this from ever happening again. But before I did that, I got a text from her. It's all the cat's fault,
Well,
redacted. I'm so very sorry for your sister. But if it wasn't for me, the cat would have done much worse. I ignored the text, assuming it was some sick prank. I assumed the coworker got a SIM card or something, but it was very wrong. But Bunny was communicating directly from with. This is the equivalent of the end of Sonic.exe with a plushie with red eyes. What?
Oh my god. What?
That makes no sense. That makes no
It
sense.
makes zero sense.
What?
Genuinely. Like, why would Bunny be communicating with the creator? How would a Scratch Cat have done much worse when... I mind you, Scratch 1.0 released on January 8th of 2007. Scratch Cat was added near the end of 2006.
Oh my god. And Gobo was originally going to be the mascot. So literally, it would have... Ah!
Oh, it makes zero sense. Do we even know when this is taking place?
Around wait, at the beginning it says around um um uh uh um um I don't know. I don't know. Thought said 2001. Uh,
2001? Do these people never do their fucking research? Do these people never do their goddamn research? Because there weren't any fucking bills before 2003. The first bill was in 2003. It is so fucking clear these people don't do research. Because, like, first of all, Scratch Cat was only made. I'm not talking about the pre 2006 Scratch Cat that was used in every build before it. The fucking generic cat. Scratch Cat was made at the end of 2006 and finalized at the end of December 2006. The first Scratch build was made 3 years prior.
Okay.
The first.
Katie, you can save the ranting until the end. If you see this here, we have to go through a lot. A lot.
Oh god, there's a lot more. How long is this story?
I ignored the text.
Is this a
It was
fucking
sixth
novel?
grade.
Is this a fucking?
I assumed.
Is this a fucking novel?
Bunny was communicating with me. I
This
opened my
deserves its
computer
own video.
to a
This.
new JSON that said it's all your fault JSON. I opened it. This time it was just Bunny. I clicked the space bar. A text box appeared that said, "I wouldn't have done that if I were you." Then I heard a loud noise. I couldn't pinpoint it. However, nothing in my house seemed wrong. Even the Bunny plush remained in scratched up state. I had to accept that Bunny was never going to come back to scratch, so I decided to let it go. Later that week, the depression took hold, and I quit my job. I eventually gave up on life and stayed in my room for the next few months. I tried to muster up the will to go outside, but I just couldn't. During that time at home, I swear my mind was playing tricks on me. My CD turned up. It was where it had always been, but Adam Jones' signature was gone. The Bunny plush moves around in my room. I received normal texts from my sister, such as, "Come back soon, bro. We miss you." And, "Hey, brother, where have you been?" Wait.
Wait a minute.
This guy's a. They're a. Wait. They have a penis? What? I thought they were a girl.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Wait. What?
What?
Huh?
What?
Wait. What?
I thought
What happened?
They said brother. They said brother. I thought the person doing this was a girl. I don't know. I guess
Bunny's not a girl?
No. They said, "Come back soon, bro. We miss you." And I thought the protagonist in this case was a girl for some reason. I don't know.
Oh, same. I thought the protagonist was a girl.
Yeah, I guess we kind of just assumed it. Oopsies. Anyways,
Yeah.
come back soon, bro. We miss you. And, "Hey, brother, where you been?" I would reply, but she wouldn't.
Hope he did well on the transition.
Around this time, Scratch was
Seriously,
released.
I think this story needs its own video.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna split it up. I'm gonna split the Scratch creepypasta stuff in one video and this in a different video because it deserves to be its own video.
Definitely.
Around the time Scratch was released, without release to the public, without Jason's support,
Which would be which would be at the beginning of 2007.
So the nightmare was over.
So
Bunny wouldn't torment me over anymore. I was right. Bunny's reign of terror was over. It became obvious that my sister's death wasn't her doing, but Bunny's instead. And with that, I burned the plush and deleted all the artwork files and JSONs and the Scratch Alpha. Eventually, my life went back to normal. I now work as a white hat hacker with plans to work with Google. And that was Bunny. And let's take a look at this. That looks bad. The line art isn't consistent, and in general, it just kind of looks weird. And it's colored like shit.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
What?
Hold up. If they deleted all the art files and everything about Bunny,
then why is
how
that
did we
here?
get that?
Why is that here?
that has no reason to be here. The plush is gone. The projects are gone. Oh, another thing. Projects never used the JSON format. They always used, before Scratch 1.0 release, they used the .scratch format. They never used .json. And another thing is, Scratch was only a concept in 2002. It didn't start before 2002. It was only a concept in 2002. It only started actual development in 2003, which we have builds from. 2 builds complete. A few more are being restored. Throughout development from 2003 to 2006 or 2005, I don't remember which, it always used the .scratch format. Sometime before Scratch 1.0, it switched to .sb. It never used .json. Another thing is, with ScratchCat, his design was only finalized in December 2006, late December 2006, and it was only conceptualized within 2006. I'm not sure about the actual time it was conceptualized, but it was in 2006. Gobo, like you said before, was planned to be the mascot after the generic cat was scrapped. But this did not happen. Which would mean, if Bunny would have actually happened, it had a very short time span of development. But it is impossible due to these builds using .json. And another thing, hold on, I'm gonna look this up. When was texting invented? When was texting invented?
I don't know, probably around the 2000s. It's been around for
Nope,
40
1992. So that actually makes a bit of sense. The first actual text message was sent on 1992, so it's been around for a while. But it makes no sense why that project called Jealousy, or whatever it was called. It was Jealousy, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes no sense why that exists. Because, for one thing, how would have Bunny gotten that image if they're just... We don't even know what Bunny is. Because, for all we know, they could be some interdimensional entity or demon or something. They could be fucking AI. But the AI didn't actually exist in the real world until years later, I believe. Well, no, it probably did, but it wasn't as common. It was very rare to come across until at most 2020. And Bunny's design, and I don't know how Bunny would have even taken that picture and taken the audio, because we have no proof that the protagonist's sister ever had a computer. And we all know Scratch 2.0 and even Scratch 1.0, which they could not run on phones.
Wait,
Scratch
is there even a
3.0 can
moment
run on
in the
phones.
story where Scratch was being run on a phone?
No, there wasn't. And we have no evidence that his sister has a computer other than her phone. So there's no reason Bunny should have had this audio of her screaming. That, I mind you, he has never seen before. He has never heard before, and he shouldn't. And Bunny shouldn't have had that picture. These should not exist. And there was no reason for it to just suddenly pop into the story. There was no setup to that. There was no reason for that. There was no payoff. And there was no reason he shouldn't have realized they're grieving for one of their favorite people's sister because they know she has died.
Yeah, it feels so uncharacteristic. It's like, oh, you guys are sad. Well, look at my stupid mascot. Look at my stupid mascot. Look. I made the,
Yeah,
I made them
yeah,
walk.
yeah, yeah.
I made them walk. Look at it. Look at it. Why'd you happy? Why are you happy? It's funny, guys. Like,
Like, dude, we're trying to grieve over here. And judging by how this all played out, it makes sense why they swapped to Scratch Cat.
yeah.
Because, like, you pretty much ruined the character at that point. They're trying to grieve for your sister, and you're just trying to cheer them up with the character, which, why would you even do that? Give them the time to grieve. They cared about your sister too, and you just ruined it. So it makes sense why they replace your character with Scratch Cat.
Because the creator of it is a bitch.
Uh-huh.
Anything else?
Another thing is, how would the plushie have even gotten scratched up? There was no reason it should have been scratched.
Maybe they could have had a cat who scratched it, and it could
Fair.
have been used as symbolism or a metaphor.
There was no mention of a cat anywhere in the story,
Exactly. It could have been
other
done
than Scratch
differently.
Cat.
It could have been done differently. So much.
And
differently.
another thing is, I've already mentioned this, but Scratch started in 2003. Why does this take place in 2001? There were no builds. Scratch wasn't even a concept back then. It was logo blocks back then.
Is there
It
even a
was
mention for
fucking
this?
logo blocks back then.
Is there even a mention of a date in this story, or did they just make it up? They just make it up. Blah 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 blah. Scratchy blah 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 blah. There's
Do Control F.
okay. Control F. It would be Command F on my computer.
Alright. Alright, you use Mac.
Okay. Press Enter. There's nothing. There's nothing. Wait, I will type in Bunni.
So we don't even know when this takes place. We don't even know when this takes place. It could take place in 2006. It could take place in 2001. We don't know. This could have been a good story.
Yes, it could have been a good story, but nope. Just make it cliche and trash. Okay, to the author,
Yeah.
if they're reading this isn't your fault.
If they're watching this,
this isn't your fault. We're not getting mad at you as a person. We're getting mad at the story.
Because this story could have been a lot better. A lot better.
Yes, it could have been.
And you know what I saw right next to this? You know what I saw right next to this? See? Bunni author's breakdown.
Okay, we're gonna read this.
We're checking this out?
Yes. Yo, I'm SaddFoxx. I wrote the Bunni creepypasta. This is a quick breakdown of the creepypasta and the overall meaning behind it. So let's get into it. We'll start with our protagonist, James Stanton, named by Starglue Minecraft. So
they have a name?
They're literally taking stuff from retakes. Stargloomy made a retake, and they're trying to just awkwardly shove it into their story. I'm being a dick. Sorry. But the protagonist of Bunni isn't.
No. A thing like a name is small enough.
Yeah.
That it's acceptable. It's kind of like how Cassidy was renamed to Cassandra, whatever her last name was, because of your retake. It was close enough to canon that it made sense. But that, it can make sense because, well, the protagonist didn't have a name. It could have been anything.
Okay, let's read this. He created the. Obviously, he didn't anticipate creating an anti. Okay, so Bunni is an anti-hero. She saved James' sister by using a non-morally correct way for a morally correct purpose.
Anti-hero seems more like a villain.
Yes, she's a villain. Okay,
that is an anti-hero is Deadpool.
This might be a reason behind Stargloomy's retake, It might be around his retake, but I mean, we could go. I would say go check it out, but this video is gonna be a reading of the story, so
And an analysis of it,
yes,
kind of,
Bunny's purpose.
and
What
criticism.
is coming from this is that James' sister was not the one who took her own life, but it was instead Bunny taking her life to make James realize that the world is a cruel. What? They could have been implied a little more in the story. It kind of felt like they just rewrote it and wanted to rewrite it, so they just awkwardly shoved it into this. And
Yeah, and they redesigned Bunny too. They redesigned Bunny
this
too.
isn't even theirs. This isn't even theirs. It's from someone else's, but they credited it, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna be a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, Bunny killed James' sister for a morally correct purpose. They could have proved that in a different
Morally
way.
correct.
A different way, Bunny's purpose in killing James' sister was to make James realize that after their 15 minutes of fame was up, life would go downhill. Okay, okay. We're just gonna move past
I'm
that.
pretty sure Bro could have figured that out. I think they could have figured that out without Bunny's
Maybe if they
help.
started milking Bunny for fame, then it would make a little more sense, but still, that doesn't make sense.
They didn't. They didn't do
The
that.
meanings of the story. In the story, there are two significant objects: the Ocean Eye CD and the Bunny plush. The Ocean Eye CD is a personal nod to my favorite music artist, Owl City. However, Ocean Eye is not my favorite album by him. I chose Ocean Eyes because that's the album his most popular song, Fireflies, released on. The CD has a huge significance in the story, showing that grief can cause one to lose their mind. James claims the CD went missing off the shelf it was displayed on, but it turned up right where it was. But Adam Young's signature was gone. I never provided an explanation. The signature disappeared. The story did. Yeah, blah blah blah. The bunny plush. The bunny plush is the single most important item in the story. The plush symbolizes an attempt at a good gesture with a cruel outcome, with the outcome being the death
Your
of
mic's
James'
cutting
sister.
out sometimes.
Sorry. I'll put it closer. You're reading this, right? Right?
It's a little too small for my phone screen. It's been like that.
Yeah, okay. The plushie is okay. Basically, it's saying it symbolizes the death of James' sister. Now it's a good, intention with a cruel outcome, which makes I don't know. As the plushie evolves,
That
that's never mentioned in
that
the
does
story. There's no
actually.
evolving in the story. It becomes more scratched
No,
up.
there's no evolving in the story.
All puns
It just
intended.
becomes more
Not to be
scratched
surprised, his
up.
life seems to twist and spiral out of control. Bunny also sort of represents a god in sense, so we know that they're an entity.
Where?
Causing James grief and whatnot.
Where was this ever
I will
mentioned before
next
now?
explain the sequence of what happened in the dream where James woke up to his house being burned in the middle of a gray field. This dream symbolizes the paw button, showing that life just needs to be taken slow. The purpose in this is to invoke a sense of melancholy in the reader that didn't really do that.
That didn't do that. That didn't work at all.
Allowing you to feel bad for it and sympathize with James. Bunny was the first very well developed
No.
Scratch mascot. And for her to just be thrown aside made James
No, that
feel
is.
unused, but he would not resort to what his sister did. He would rather deal with the pain and push through, knowing that it will always get better. In short, the dream symbolizes a space of no emotion, just a place to reflect and feel. A thank you. I'd like to personally thank you all for reading both the original creepypasta and this article. SaddFoxx signing out, and they have a scratch. So, what should we do with that information? Like,
I guess link it in the description of the video.
Yes.
But the thing is,
They
they
seem to have more or less
that didn't explain very much at all. That didn't explain very much.
and see, look, the retakes of it look a lot, visually at least, a lot better, a lot creepier, a lot more,
Mm-hmm.
composed. You know,
Yeah, they look a lot better in like an actual proper story,
and they even thought they were cool. I guess it's mainly
like
due
an
to the
actual proper.
concept of it. I guess it's mainly due to the concept.
Your
But
mic sometimes muffled for me.
and she even said that they'll remaster the story. So
Oh, I'm looking forward to that because
and
the original
okay,
had a
you
lot
know
of
what?
problems.
I may have not liked
Oh,
that
oh, oh.
story at all, like literally at all, but I'm gonna, and they're probably really inactive, but for the sake of this, I'm gonna give them a follow because you know I like following people, and um we have this Bunny
If
the movie.
that when that we
Wait, what were you saying?
Bunny the movie, are we watching this?
Um,
Your mic's muffled.
uh, sorry.
Is anything gonna happen in this?
Good question.
Oh, hi. Hi.
Oh, whoa. That's actually cool looking.
Did you forget? No, we didn't. Analog Core Eyes. I think I might just continue to talk to you directly. It's what cares you most. Do you fear me? Nope. Nope, you're not scary.
No.
You're not
No, we
scary.
don't.
Where is Adam? We both know those songs were stolen. Are you gonna do something? Oh. What is this? What is this?
What is this?
Yeah, what is this?
Why is this? I'm confused. I'm so confused. This ain't a movie. Oh, I guess the plane crashed. Fucking fighter jet or something.
That wasn't
Sounds
a
like it.
film. That wasn't a film.
Or maybe, what was that? No, it wasn't. The credits! Credits roll! A movie of Bunny would be like an adaptation of the story. Stop the project. Stop the project.
Yes. That
An actual movie of Bunny would be an adaptation of the story, not just random stuff related to Bunny.
and they have a pixel art,
And
so we're gonna go right to that. I mean, their art looks fine. It looks fine.
it looks good. It looks fine.
It's very clear that Bunny was just sort of a embarrassing slip up, and
What?
it's very clear
Wait,
that
what?
it's very
Hold
clear
on, your
that
mic cut out when you said
It's
something.
very clear that Bunny as a story was kind of just an embarrassing slip up, and they're probably gonna improve later in the future. So
Embarrassing slip up.
yes,
Yeah. But it's
at
still good
least
to
they're not
give
being.
criticism
At least
on
they
it.
didn't pull a JC the hyena on it.
Oh yeah, we don't want that.
They weren't like, why are you taking down my masterpiece?
To be fair, I don't think this wiki really takes down anything.
Yeah, especially with especially with Adolf
Especially with
Scratcher.
Adolf Scratcher. Oh god. I swear this wiki is eventually going to get taken down for a lack of moderation.
Yup. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up the story. Uh,
Of Bunny.
yes, that kind of sucked.
Once the remake comes out, we will probably be back at this.
Yeah. Anyways, go subscribe to Katie's channel. It will be linked in the description.
Caramel Cupcake Day for 2.
Yes. And go follow all of our other socials. Yeah.
if you can find them.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.